Hello and welcome to Coffee with the Librarians, week of January 15th, 2024. I have been sitting here arguing with the librarians because I'm like, I don't want to say that. They're like, that's what you should say. I'm like, but I don't want to say that. They're like, but that's the message that people need to hear. So let's just do it. And I'm just going to say it anyway. The message that they wanted me to bring out was, and this is the title that I'm pushing back on, is end times. And I'm pushing back on it because there's so much around end times in the drama. And what they want to say is end times is such a beautiful place to be. And they want to remind us that we are in end times. But we, no surprise, have a slight misunderstanding around what end times mean. It's end times of the system that we're in end times of the world as we know it, end times of different relationships and ways of being and ways of believing. And we are in end times. So celebrate the ending of these times and use this last amount of time in these times to the fullest. If you knew you only had so many days to live, so many months to live, you would do different things. If you knew something was coming to a close, it was your last day of vacation, your last day at the job, your last day, whatever, you would treat it differently. You would connect more deeply. You would stay with what is more important, and you would fight for certain things in a different way. And that's the message that they wanted me to bring out was we are in end times. Don't think about it as scorched earth, aliens crashing, living in a cave end times. Think about it as end times shifting the paradigm, end times shifting this reality. And they want us to know that we will look back on these times with a certain amount of nostalgia, just like we look back on the 50s with nostalgia. And then the reality hits and we're like, no, really, it wasn't that great. But it's this that you watch a TV show that takes place in the 20s, the 50s, Downton Abbey. We just actually watched that for the first time. Like we look back at these time periods with nostalgia and we think, oh, the beauty and oh, the simplicity. But when the people are there, it's not the beauty and the simplicity, it's life, because that is life. And every time when you are in any time, there's the challenges. And one of my favorite movies that they're showing me is Midnight in Paris. And that's about being in this time, going back to another time and meeting a woman who wants to go back even further to another time, because that's the golden time. And the reminder on this is we are ending an era. We are ending times. We will look back on this with nostalgia, but to remember it isn't perfect. No time is ever perfect. Even this new era we're moving into is going to have this new era we're going to move into is going to have struggles and it is going to have moments. But here's the difference and here's the significance. Oh, who knew? The significance of this new time that we're entering into, it is a higher dimensional space. It is stratosphere is the word we're giving me. It's a different strata somehow. So all of these other times that we've built, and like they're showing me all these different times and we go higher and we go lower. And then like we went into the dark ages and we have the Renaissance. So we have like times that are significantly lower and times that are significantly higher. And the time that we're moving into right now is a time that is significantly higher. So that will be more suitable and sustainable for enlightened growth. It will be more suitable and sustainable for enlightened growth. So that's what we're moving into. But we are in end times to appreciate we're in end times and to not fight the end times. There's been a lot of death lately. And they're talking about when you're in death, you could either go peacefully in a hospice and you can help through this transition, or you can fight death and prolong a life that shouldn't be prolonged. And they're truly saying the choice is yours. However you want to have this experience, it's fine. But to know that, it's so weird, to know that this peaceful hospice death is accessible to all of us. And it's not about hastening a death. It's just not about prolonging life that shouldn't be there. It's about letting go and moving through to the other side. So as you can see, that's why I was like, I don't really want to say all this. I don't really want to say, why do I have to say all this? And yeah, the answer is I have to say all this. So it's been said. Reach out. Let me know if you have questions. Bye.